Hey guys, Tom here with cellphonetrek.com, and today I have the Samsung Galaxy S2 for the T-Mobile network. It's T-Mobile's variant of the Galaxy S2 here in America finally. I'm looking over here, I don't even know what I'm looking at over there. There's just like foam walls and that's about it. I'm all by myself. Anyways, we have the Galaxy S2. This is the review. I'm going to tell you what we thought while we came up in our testings. And overall, is this a good phone? Is it not? You'll have to check the review to find out. So let's get to it. So here we go. We have the Samsung Galaxy S2 for T-Mobile. Different than the Epic 4G. Enter Epic 4G Touch. Actually, I have to say Touch because they got rid of that QWERTY keyboard. So let's flip them over. Let's take back to back. Well, they both have Galaxy S2 printed on the back. This says Sprint. There's no T-Mobile here. That's because it says Samsung here and it says T-Mobile there and Samsung down at the bottom. Don't worry, the branding got its place. They both have this lip except with this bevel here at the bottom. It's built into the actual back cover instead of it into the phone. Let us remember where it's right here. There she goes. What do we call things she? I don't know. SIM card's right there. It is 4G. It is DPA. It's HSPA++ is what it's called. 42.2 megabits per second theoretical download. No micro SD card pre-installed, but that's okay because it has 16 gigabytes, just like the Sprint version. 16 gigabytes of onboard memory, 1 gigabyte of RAM, and it will take up to a 32, giving you a total of 48 gigabytes. That's basically becoming standard. Or at least in my opinion, it should be standard 48 gigabytes. My Atrix that I use on a day-to-day basis, you know, maximum capacity is 48 gigabytes, and that's actually what I run. I actually have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card that I use because of all the crazy pictures and videos and all sorts of stuff that I put on there. Plus I use it as a flash drive between home and work. It's much easier than trying to carry a flash drive. Again, 4.52-inch Super AMOLED Plus display. What does that mean? It means super vibrant, super great colors, qualities, etc. 4G enabled, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and do a speed test, let you see what 4G speeds we're talking about. And you know what, we'll just bring this in. Because I'm actually going to turn, I'm not going to turn this. You know what? I'm going to do a heads-up comparison, but you know what? You're going to have to wait. I'm throwing this one away. Get over there. So, let's do a speed test right here. I'm not going to touch the phone because I feel if I touch it, I'll mess it up. That's because I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm still touching it, though. I can't help but touch mobile technology. I'm an addict. I have a problem. And this thing is fast. Look at this. Already right out the gun. Look at that. 11.14 megabits per second. And I'm not even getting good 4G. I'm inside a big steel building. The closest 4G tower to me is miles away. It's, you know, we don't get that good of 4Gs. However, the upload speed, but again, look at it, 3:41 in the afternoon. A lot of people are on. Probably somebody's doing some uploading right now. Excuse me there. Let's try this again. Just to show it wasn't a fluke. 7. Come on, 8. Okay, well, 11 to 8, you know. Highest that we ever got this was 17. We still weren't even in a heavy 4G area at that point. So yeah, somebody's doing some uploading right now. Let's look at some of these other results that we have. Yeah, 11, 10, almost 12, 12, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, 11 and a half. There's nothing on here lower than, this is the lowest I've actually had it, is 8.04. Amazing 4G device. If you're looking for speed, Verizon's LTE, sure, it's nice, but even then, I don't always get, you know, speeds that good. Plus, you don't have to go with the most expensive carrier in the nation. You can go to the second cheapest, which is right underneath, above Sprint. Sprint is the cheapest of the big four, let's put it like that. I like to say a lot, I do apologize. Let's do a quadrant benchmark test. No. There. We'll knock out this benchmark test, let you see what kind of numbers we're playing with here. But again, Super AMOLED Plus, pixel resolution of 800 by 480, that's WVGA for those of you who are asking. We also, of our call tests that we did, amazing call quality on here, never dropped a call, but obviously with data connection speeds of, 11s and 12s, why would you think that you'd ever drop a call? T-Mobile, some of the best coverage, at least in our area. We're Central Florida, you guys know where we're at. At least in our area, great call quality, $199.99 with 2-year contract. Yes, I do want to proceed. And we have a score of 3,022. Even some of the best phones before this came out had to be rooted to get that high, blowing everything else away. I mean, here's the original Samsung Galaxy S. Let's see, yeah, so that's right under 1,000. That's pushing right around 800. So they have increased tremendously. See Playboy women now. Gotta love those ads, don't you guys? It would have been funny if I actually clicked on that. That could have been bad. Then I want to throw this review out the window. Let's see what else is really good. Usability. Usability is a word I created basically to state, you know what, this is really good. You can go ahead and here, go into the camera usability. Very easy to use, very nice, easy to take photos, all sorts of different options. We'll take another photo here of my finger. And now we're up close to something. Let's get a little, hey, you're gonna be useful after all. Come here, phone. As we see, very nice phone. We'll go back into here and then pinch to zoom. Did not like that. Come back here. Oh, that's right, because it's all twisted. But as you can see, look at the quality of the letters on the other phone that I took with this phone. That's just darn impressive. Oh, look at all the little lights. Let's go back. All sorts of different options in here. Self-portrait flash on, single shot, so many different shooting modes in here. You have single shot, smile shot, beauty, panorama, action shot, cartoon shot. And then come back over in here, go into your timer, and go into effects, go into your resolution. Your resolution back over into here. Your white balance. There's a cloudy, incandescent, fluorescent, all sorts of cool stuff like that. Guidelines, image quality, GPS tag, shutter sound. You can reset everything back to the original. So in case you're worried about doing stuff, messing everything up, there is a reset button. Unlike in life, guys, there's no reset button. 2 megapixel forward-facing camera, great for those shots. Let me go back. Oh, that's why. Hit the wrong button. That goes to camcorder mode right here, flip-flop. That button right there takes you to your forward-facing camera. The 2 megapixel camera, amazing, amazing quality. Take a picture of my pretty mug, and it's some of the best around. Makes me look actually good. Here's us inside of a dark bar. That's a local radio host I'm a big fan of. Actually saw him in a bar drinking with me. Very, very dark. The single LED flash in the back of this bad boy lit up bright enough for me and this gentleman to have a good picture of us taken. Come on, fix yourself. There you go. Taking all sorts of test things, doing sorts of video shots, playing around with the camera here, inside dark bar, playing around with some stuff. Here's a video sample that we took. Took pictures of people walking. Does the auto zoom, auto focus, very, very nice. Taking pictures in the dark, just kind of playing around with all sorts of stuff. Dump all that right there. So camera's great. Web browsing, great on here. Battery life, really, really good. I know you want to go there. I don't want to go there. I want to go to www. Keyboard on here, lots of different customizable keyboards you can use. This is the stock keyboard. Would be better. Not the best typer in the world. But again, tap and hold at 2 points and tilt the device back and forth to reduce or enlarge the screen. Use motion. So, come on, let's go there. Let it load up. Now, if you understand, load times are dependent on two different things. Load times are dependent on your data connection and the actual load time of the website itself. But let's turn the phone back and forth like this, hold like that, and they said we can zoom in and out. Good speaker quality here on the back. Let's hold
Brandy
it.
here with more cell phone news.
So we'll hold that. But again, we'll show pinch to zoom. So, ooh, wow, that's gonna make me sick. Don't do well with motion, guys. Anyways, but let's just say you want to go back to regular pinch and zoom. It's not too bad. You can always go ahead and do new windows as well, which is real nice. Let's try that again. You can also do another new window. You can also do Scarlett Johansson makes a surprising admission about racy photos. Oh well, who cares about you? Anyway, so let's go back here. Let's go to our 4 windows. Back and forth and back and forth. You can do new windows as well. And then get out of there. So it's real nice. You can jump between all sorts of different windows. Comes pre-downloaded with Media Hub, Netflix, T-Mobile TV. Let's go in here as well. Asphalt 6 demo, Facebook, flashlight app, your T-Mobile name ID, all that stuff, your task manager. Now, if you're having trouble with battery life, I have to say that they have one of the best power saving modes around. Now, what's cool is, let's say you have a power saving issue. When your battery level gets below 50%, it will automatically turn on your power saving mode. At that point, you can choose to turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your Bluetooth, turn off your GPS, turn off your syncing. You can adjust your brightness of the screen. So let's say you're at 100%, and when you get down below, let's say 30% battery, let's say you want to make your screen 30%. Your screen times out. You know, once you're below 50%, it can go automatically down to 15 seconds, 30 seconds, you know, whatever it is. It can also give you power saving tips. It gives you an idea of why you want to turn these things off or on and why you want to adjust things, especially when you're doing syncing, especially once you add your Twitter, your Gmail, your calendar, and all sorts of different things on to, you know, continuously update for you. It's, you know, can become quite burdensome on the battery life. Now there's one more application, Voice Talk. Voice Talk is, let's put it like this: Siri and Apple copied Voice Talk, but that's probably not true. They've always had both companies have been working on voice assistants, but I'm not a big Apple fan, so I like to give Samsung the credit. But basically, what is Voice Talk? Well, I'll show you. Hi, Galaxy.
What would you like to do?
Driving directions to Orlando, Florida.
Navigate to Orlando, Florida.
However, it does not know how to say it correctly. We'll say navigation. It's very angry at me. So, and checking navigation ability. and it does all sorts of different things. It's basically like Siri. It's a voice assistant, except I've used Siri and I've used voice talk here. I like Samsung's better. It understands you better. There's less of a learning curve. It doesn't need to learn how you speak, what you speak. It picks up your vernacular quite well. Even as horrendous as my voice is and my speech and grammar throughout these videos, I speak even worse in my private life. So, but this actually had the ability to do it. Now this is searching for GPS and doing all sorts of crazy things. Let's go back. Okay. You can either
What would you like to do?
set alarm for 7:30 a.m.
Sorry, I did not understand you. Please try again.
So it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to set an alarm, but as you can see, it still needs a little tweaking. You need to learn how to play with it a little bit better. But it's still a really cool application. Your keys air here as well. That's for over there updates using Wi-Fi for Samsung notification updates, things like that. But overall, great battery life, great phone, tethering capabilities as well. Your calendar, your pro apps. What's really cool is I like this little widget in here as well. It tells me all the applications that I'm running and how much of the CPU they're taking up. I can actually exit all of them at once, and that will help preserve my battery life as well. Another cool thing is it will jump from 7 to 1, so it'll go all the way around. You can also, let's say you want to move the Slacker radio app. It's telling me about, I don't have motion turned on. But basically, motion, oh yeah, I do have motion turned on, I'm just not doing it right. But you can basically jump around and put it on different windows just by moving back and forth like that. Hit add in here as well, you can change your widgets like that. What's cool is you can, instead of all of them coming up in one thing, they'll just jump in little 4 blocks side to side. Here you go, there's the voice. You have your voice command as well. So, set alarm for 7:30 a.m. So here you go. I was under the wrong application, sorry guys. But yeah, see, set alarm 7:30. So you can pick what days you want. So, oops, it wants me to actually select a day. Alarm type, you can check your alarm types, all that stuff. So it'll bring it up, do the easy things just by, you know, basically tapping on one of these 3 things. Definitely, if you pick up the Galaxy S2 device, you want to go ahead and grab these. Driving mode is even better. But we do have really cool things like that, but definitely driving mode is real good. Basically turns off all incoming calls, redirects them to text messages, sends out automated responses, says I'm driving, I'll call you back, blah, blah, blah. Very nice. But overall, good device. Definitely a really good quality build. Overall, should I suggest that you get this device if you're on T-Mobile? If you look at what else that you have to compete with, let's say the MyTouch 4G Slide, you have a couple of good HTC devices as well, but overall with quadrant scores like this, with the HSPA++, with your screen size of 4.52 inches, biggest screen size that they currently have, this is probably the best phone, but it's not a beast of a phone due to the fact that it's so super thin. Dual core processor, Android 2.3.5, different than all the other Galaxy S2 devices around. It has the latest version of Android on there, so definitely a really great device. I suggest that you do look at it, you do get it from T-Mobile if you're on them. If you're looking to switch, there are a lot of good phones on other, is it switch worthy? that's a decision you have to make for yourself depending on how good T-Mobile is in your area. I wouldn't leave AT&T for it, basically because, well, T-Mobile's coming to us because we bought them for $37 billion. But that's for another day, that story of when T-Mobile died and got bought out by AT&T. We'll talk about that in another video, but if you would like to talk about it before then, go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/cellphonetrek. Find us on Twitter, @cellphonetrek is our Twitter handle. Follow us there, I appreciate that. And find us as well on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel, that will work quite well. I want to say thanks for watching. I hope you have yourself a great day.